I've been working from home today, and although that normally means that I've got plenty of time to go fishing, not in the case of this particular day, because I've been waiting for a transfer to go through so I can then proceed with the media side of things, and it did this afternoon, and I've put some preliminary stuff out, but the actual release will be at 5 p.m. later, so that means I've got about 45 minutes to do some fishing. And what better when you have limited time than some mini jigging for perch. I do have a pretty standard setup when I do this type of angling. It's the same today, apart from the fact that instead of a 1 gram jig head, it's a 0.7 gram. It's quite shallow, the lake, still weedy as well, even though we're into the new year now, so that little bit of weight difference will help to keep the lure just above that vegetation, albeit decaying now, of course. I'll get a few more casts in before I have to go home, and hopefully I can get a fish on the bank. This is a typical example of how I do fish, though, in terms of making the most of every opportunity, and if it's only for a short time, that's okay, because at least I've been fishing, and many of my good catches, decent catches, have come when I've only been out for a short period of time. So the message is that you don't always need 6 or 7 hours to spend at the bank before you go fishing. I think I've just caught some weed there, although it's a lighter jig head. Nevertheless, you'll still pick up vegetation, but not as much as if you're using a heavier one, of course, because you can keep it above the weed. It's a beautiful afternoon anyway, and a nice perch, or even a perch, on the bank would be very welcome indeed. Will that happen though? I would love to have stayed just a little bit longer because it's still light. However, that's not the case. Another blank for me, but that's not a problem at all. I've been fishing, I've enjoyed the fresh air if nothing else, and watching a kingfisher busy on the pool as well. Right, let's get back home, get the stuff out there. He was at Everton's academy as a youngster. He's played for England, 17s and 18s as well, including the 2017 European Championship semi-final and final. And he featured against Spain in the latter. Well, that didn't go the way of England, did it? But anyway, there's more to come in a future blog entry, so make sure you check out my website if you're an England fan and Everton supporter, Salford City or Morecambe, because all that will be on there in due course. But a busy but blessed evening of media ahead for me.